Hello everyone and welcome to our French garden dye collection, our latest beautiful, very versatile, spring-like dye collection. I'm Anna-Marie from Anna-Marie Designs and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome for the first time. I hope this project inspires you and gives you plenty of ideas to try in your own crafting. Well, so let's begin. What I will be using today is my A5 portrait blank card. I love portrait cards. So I will be using this beautiful panel from a wood grain cardstock, beautiful pink, and I will be placing it literally edge to edge, just like so, leaving myself a little border here and a slightly bigger at the top. So that's my first job. I will rough up my top and bottom edge using a pair of scissors. I'm just going to rough up this edge now so it meets my blank card. Lovely. So a little bit movement into the middle of my card. Next bit that I'm going to do is going to be a little bit of embossing from the back of my elements, and I'm actually using a primrose flower dye as well, because this set beautifully complements our forget-me-not flowers, and I will need a lovely selection of large and small. I've already pre-prepared one of the flowers to save time, and I'm going to do the same now on this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply stickles to the edges of my flower, and I'm just going to then drag it into my in-betweens. Lovely. For now, I'm just going to leave it to the side. As we're waiting for the glue to dry, we can do a little bit more of the embossing. And I'm just going to go for my largest bird from our garden birds. And I'm just going to give him a little bit of a 3D tummy. Okay, next thing that I'm going to do in preparation for my creation is actually do a little bit of colouring of my branches. I mean, I've die cut them in the pure craft card, but I don't want them too brown, but I also don't want them too black. So I'm just going to literally do tiny smidgen of a colour here and there. There you go. That will be enough. And now if you have a look at these three, you will see what I'm talking about. They're not brown, they're not black, but they definitely aged and more natural looking. Okay, so I think I've got pretty much everything. And now on to the next part. So my blank card is back here. I know that I will be using this beautiful sprig trio, and of course with this particular die you could go just any direction. There you go. It's always difficult to decide because each side obviously is equally beautiful, but one thing you have to think about is basically your overall focus point, so you know what you're going to have and what you're aiming for and that kind of thing. So really I can go like so. That would be absolutely fine. Now, I don't want this particular die to be flat. I don't. So I can do a couple of things. Now, one of the things that I generally would do is bring something underneath. And in this case, I'm going to use a dotty spiral die. Now, this beautiful circle is already joined. And if I show you here, and presumably I'm going into the middle to this point where I will be doing the arrangement, okay, you can see that this end is beautifully raised. The beauty about this particular die is such as well that our trio, our reef trio, is not joined. So you can very easily just do a little bit of a maneuvering and you can incorporate it together with your other elements. Now, in the next thing, I'm going to do exactly the same. So it's very simple. The dotty spiral is literally coming in the one long spiral, which I divide into several pieces. And then, of course, you could create your own reefs of any size that you want. So there you go. I'm just doing something like this. And we're going to glue this end here. Right. And this bit here. There you go. So this is done. Next thing that I'm going to show you that I will definitely use is this beautiful flower. That is the stitched flower from a mesh flower die collection. And I'm not going to use it as a flower because literally you can, but, well, I'm going to use it as a leaf. Yes, a leaf or two. So in this case, I'm just going to add a little bit of ink pad. And we've got a nice collection. And a lot of you already know that this particular flower comes in, 4 sizes. So you can get a lot of leaves die cut very quickly. So they all come with beautiful, stunning detail, like the stitched effect, giving us a really nice leafy effect. I personally love it. So there you go. At this point, I'm just going to bring my dotty spiral as a reef to this side. Okay, just like so. There you go. So I have a 3-dimensional effect. I've got everything I needed. And of course, these two are joined together now beautifully. So all I need to do is add a nice dollop of glue. That's lovely. So as my glue is drying, very quickly what I can do, I can just place a needle or two in the middle of my arrangement. That's lovely. That's what I need. And now onto our beautiful garden branches. So just a random way that we're going to apply it, and it's going to go just like so. Then we're just going to pop a smaller one the opposite direction, and the little one actually can be left until the last moment. Okay, and then what we're going to do, then we're going to bring a little bit of a natural fiber. So you do know how the natural fiber comes, and we actually have it in, several colors, as you know, pink, natural, and of course green as well. I'm going to use the natural for now, and what you're going to do, rather than stretch it as I normally do, what I'm trying to make now is a bird nest. So something that we're working with our fingers, and we're just going in a sort of circle, and all you do is just, creating a shape. That's all. Now you can actually give yourself a little, a glue that keeps the fibers together if you wanted to have more of a sort of neat effect, but you don't have to. This is absolutely fine. We're just going to squeeze it here and there. I'm just going to create like a little, tight nest. Okay, so this is done. And of course, at the same time, I'd like a little bit of that natural fiber, the usual, my traditional way. Okay, so I'm just going to place the fiber just like so. And here, right at the back of my nest, I'm just going to apply some glue. I'm just going to place it just like here. There you go. Right. So this is done. Okay. And now we're going for our little bird. Now this collection, well, especially this particular die set, it's amazing even for, to create Easter cards, because you've got so many elements that are, like I said earlier, spring-like. So, tiny, tiny tint. And this cardstock is our Blissful Script cardstock. So my bird is going to go just here. But at the same time, I have this beautiful primrose flower. And we're just going to place it, in one sort of place. So, for me, this place is going to be here. So my bird is going to be right in front of it. So let's do it. My glue isn't completely dry, but I'm just going to place just like here. There you go. Right. In order for my bird to sort of be more 3D, it might be handy for us to have a 3D pad. And we're just going to attach it to a petal. Okay, before I carry on with anything else, I'm just going to go and finish my panel with these beautiful dies as well. So I have the sprig needles again, and I'm going to place it top and bottom, but I also have these wavy lines from a previous die collection, the mesh flower, and I'm just going to literally bring them together so they're almost like one part, and I'm just going to place width and love on the opposite sides of my panel. As you can see, my borders are done, and now I'm just going to add a little bit of PVA glue just to secure these needles in place. Okay, so my borders, my beautiful borders are done. We've got a lovely detail with a lovely message with love, and now onto our French shutter. Okay, I like to curve my shutter a little bit, and this is the medium size. So we always have a choice in sizes, but this way I'm just giving myself a little bit of a, dimension, and I think that's always rather nice. There you go, nice and tight, joining everything together. So this is done and it's looking rather nice. Now I have my last branch, which I'm just going to attach it to my birdie here, and now we're just going to do some leaves, and we're just going to add the forget-me-not flowers. So I'm separating these, squeezing at the top, and that is what I'm going to do next. And then, of course, beautiful flowers. And these slightly smaller leaves I will add in a moment. And now onto our forget-me-not flowers. So we've got the small, the large, we've got all the beautiful sprigs, and we can really go into town with the sizing and creating this very dainty looking floral arrangement. So now this is the largest size, And I'm going to place it just here. Right. There you go. There you go. So we still have the branches. That looks lovely. Now another large one. And I'm just going to place just here. Just like so. And this way my flower will actually lift the nest a little bit as well. So that's what we have at this point. And now on to the smaller versions. Right, and now on to our flower centers. And let's begin. And voila, my creation is done. Now the last thing I will just do is snip out my wavy lines, and you probably saw me adding that beautiful grey flower here because I just needed darker grey to keep everything nicely flowing. Anyway, well, thank you so much for spending time crafting with me today. I really hope you enjoyed this project and found it inspiring. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and share it with a crafty friend. Until next time, happy crafting everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.